Hi, I'm Thunderstruck, and this is a guide that I made for standard for a quick booming economy into medieval age. I'm not actually playing this at the moment. This is a pre-recorded video. I'm just doing a narration for it. Um, the match rules I chose was, just normal standard. I chose the Himalayas map because it's a very basic, simple map to run off. I'm against no AI, not really caring about the military aspect of this. I'll start by researching science first, moving my scout about, and I'll research civic while building citizens, as you can see. I'm going to start increasing my farms and maxing my wood camp. It's only a 4-man wood camp, as you usually do start in Himalayas with 4-man wood camp, and you actually have to build a secondary wood camp on the massive wood that surrounds the map. I'm going to move this citizen straight ahead, to build this second city as soon as civic's done. I purposely didn't keep building citizens, just so I had 60 food left over. Now I'm once again building citizens, beginning more on the wood camp. To get both at plus 50. You want to try and aim for classical age, to be clicking on the classical age icon within the first 5 minutes. And you want to aim for medieval age before the 9th minute. Which isn't too bad considering you have to build up on metal and knowledge. You want to research 1 in everything, 1 in science, civic, commerce and military, usually in that order, and you want to do that again in medieval. And once you hit medieval, you just want to research science, military, aged gunpowder, then research commerce, civic, science, military, enlightenment, and so on. But you want to have 2 in every research when hitting medieval, or unless you take Republic at the Senate, then you don't have to worry about commerce 2 straight away, because you're not going to be maxing anything above plus 150 for it to matter straight away to burn the knowledge on it. Don't build granaries or lumber mills in classical age. They're not efficient. Temples as well. Save your temples until medieval age as well, because once again they're not efficient enough to build straight away. At least in my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion on that. And you see I've only got the 4 farm at the moment. I should be building this up in a sec. I'm just adding more to the wood camp to get more wood, so I'll build more farms. Hoping to get more ruins as my scouts scouting around for them. Ruins are a very key part to a quick early game. You want to get as many ruins as you can. I'm going to build a caravan at this market, get my wealth going. I'm not going to worry about the merchant straight away because I want to save the wood for the for more farms. You can see there's another one building there. Building more onto that wood camp. That should hit max. That should hit 100 in a sec. I cancelled that caravan before. I'm rebuilding it. Cancelled it to build the farm, so I get more food to put more citizens on the wood, so I can once again build the caravan. Just slowly building up to 100 over 100. And there's 100 timber. This will be 100 food in a sec. And there it is. That will be the 100 food. Now it's just to sit back and wait for classical. I'm going to build this merchant now while I'm waiting for the food to pile up for classical age. You want to try and prioritize wealth merchants in classical. So wealth merchants in ancient age, and knowledge and wealth in classical, because they're the 2 hardest resources to boom up. You don't want to build too many merchants in ancient age because it costs too much wealth and too much timber. But they're your priorities. 100 food. Just a slow way to classical. get there in a sec. As you can see, I'm about to click the classical button at 4 minutes 33. That's not too bad. Considering I'm not using any nation powers, even though I'm Japanese, I have no Japanese nation powers. It's just the nation. I turned them all off just to make this guide be as basic for every nation as possible. The only nation that this guy wouldn't really work too well with is Lakota because they don't build farms. Now I hit classical. Now I'm building a barracks there. Barracks is just for realism purposes, because in an actual game you'll be having an enemy. So I'm just showing you that it can be built while building all this stuff up. Now I'm building my mine. I'm not really going to put too many citizens on the mine. Having plus 50 metal going to medieval age isn't that bad. You want to boom up the mines in medieval age, but you don't really need it to get there. It's only really used for Republic research at the Senate, which is what I'm going to go with, and military research. Now I'm going to get the citizen to build a university straight after the Senate, and that will get my knowledge a little bit of a kick. Should be researching civic in a second, or will I? I don't really remember what I did. There we go, civic. I'm going to build this third city. You notice I haven't maxed out my wood camps and my more farms because I haven't researched Republic yet. So the efficiency of just adding 2 more farms there and wait for it would, not be worth. After I place this city, I'll build Republic, and by the time this city's built, I'll have Republic researched, so I won't lose efficiency on that. That city won't be up before the Republic. Because every time it's blinking gold in the top left corner, you're actually losing resources because you got too much. The citizen could be doing something else. You could, move, if the farm's blinking, I could move the citizen off a farm onto the mine and not, gain more resources. It's all about that small little micromanagements. Now I'm going to max out the farms. I'm going to try and aim for about 140, 150 food before medieval age. Timber about 120, 130. Usually should be good. I'm going to have 4 scholars, which as you can see I've already built. Built them just after I got the university, I think. You want to have 4 of them. I'm getting the second caravan to increase that wealth a little bit more. 4 scholars is a pretty good amount for classical into medieval age. That's because I'm not researching commerce, so I'm not worried about building more universities than that. Plus 40 is pretty good, because I've got that merchant on the gems there. And now I'm just waiting for the knowledge amount to accrue, gather, whatever. So I'm just shoving more citizens onto that timber camp there. I've only got plus 20 mines, plus 30, so I'm just adding more onto that metal and get it, off to a good base start for medieval age. I wouldn't be too worried if I was being attacked right now. I do have enough for archers and that. Usually I build 1 or 2 units in classical age just for a little bit of protection, but usually don't get attacked too quickly unless you're against Japanese or Turks, very aggressive nations, or Aztecs who tend to, or Mongols who tend to raid. them four nations can be very aggressive in the classical age.